Welcome to Eclipsium. This is it's a strange horror game that I've heard about through different ways. The first way I saw this is it was recommended to me on the Steam Discovery queue, and I went, yeah, that seems kind of interesting. And then a few hours later, shout out again, because I have various different means of finding out about different horror games, especially when they're indie. But Luna Arcana had just finished their playthrough of Eclipsium. So I saw, I think, the credits, and according to their experience, they enjoyed this game a lot. So that, and then another friend of mine, I mentioned Eclipsium, was like, yeah, there's this like first-person, kind of interesting-looking horror game where you seem to walk around and solve puzzles, but it's got like a really weird, otherworldly Alice in Wonderland aesthetic to it. And then they played it and went, yeah, you should probably actually get around to playing Eclipsium. So we're going to get around to playing Eclipsium. But also, while I'm remembering to do shoutouts, we need to do one for Cass. There we go. So apart from the credits, I have seen nothing of this game outside of the Steam page. Very interesting intro sequence. I think we've just gone through an operation. Maybe. Oh, can I improve that sensitivity? Yes, thank you. Go there. That's better. So I think from the get-go we can tell this is going to be a game that's going to be very open to open. I can't speak English today. Very open to interpretation. Because to me that intro looks like we're on some sort of pain medication, anesthesia, and we might be going through a trip, maybe. Okay. Do I use the scissors to cut through the door? That's my tongue. Well, I guess we're in body horror territory in record time. Also means we'll be a silent protagonist, right? Tasty. Hospitals are getting very strange nowadays. Oh, I can't rebind keybinds, can I? Nope. Every time I crouch. Sorry, every time I do a hotkey, I'm gonna crouch. That's gonna be experience. Oh, I'm allowed in the medicine cabinet? Any tasty treats? Doesn't look like it. I don't think this is entirely sanitary. Oh, I remember playing with these as a kid. Hold on. Yeah, we solved that one. Let's do the next one. Ooh, ooh. Look at it go, and boom. And now we got, oh, the fun spiral one. Come on. I feel like this was easy to do as a child. But maybe the pain from slicing my own tongue off is... Oh, no, no you don't. No you don't. I did finish this one. Oh, no we didn't. We stopped partway through. And that's an achievement. Anything but moving forward. Look, if you're going to put an abacus toy in front of me, I'm going to have fun with it. No, thank you. I said no, thank you. The radio doesn't respect me. Well, then we'll just leave and disrespect it. Sorry, did you move? Oh, it's moving as I approach. I can already tell ahead of time that if I put this through the DaVinci pipeline that I normally do, this video might end up mangled. I might need to use the fancy upscaling for this one. Because I see... well, just look at the art style. It's all pixelated and all moving around. But everything's got its own colour, its own life to it. And the DaVinci upscaler might have a bit of an issue with it. So I might need to use the fancy one. I can also see as I'm moving around, the bit rate is going berserk. Oh. I see. I've discharged myself and I am now back out in the wilderness. In that way. Is there anything over here? Hello? No. Okay, well, let's go look at the obvious barn in the corner of the room. Is anyone inside? Doesn't look like we have a way in. Okay, what about barn number 2? Deeper into greater pain. Enter... Oh, we're now in Eclipsium. Okay. Ooh. I like the sound. Well, this place I think we can get inside of. Oh, we can go under it? No. This, it looks like we can go inside. I haven't really mentioned the devs or the publishing company for this one yet. I probably should. That's a gunshot. The dev for this, I don't immediately remember the name off the top of my head, but the publishing company is Critical Reflex, which I am familiar with because we played Threshold earlier this year, and that's another game by them. Other games they've published that I wish to get around to playing at some point include Arctic Eggs, and people probably better know them for publishing Buckshot Roulette. Oh, we can't take the lamp with me? What? Not on the shovel either. We can go left or right. I feel like left is right. We cannot go left. We can go left. I've been deceived. I don't see any fish in the lake. See, the art style is very unique, and I like it a lot. Did both of the ways lead around to the same way? So if I went right, I would have come to the same place? Oh, we missed a statue. Hold on. Let me just... That's 2 gunshots. I'm a little bit worried. But the sound design is amazing on this, the way everything echoes. Well, it's a very nice little shrine. Yeah. Hyrule! Hello! Welcome in. I know you were playing Elden Ring earlier. I think you were fighting, I think the name is Margot. Give you a quick shout out. For some reason I thought you'd still be going. I suddenly also can't type on my phone. But how are you finding Elden Ring? You having fun? You making good progress? Hyrule says, yes, he's dead! Wow, I can't believe you killed the man. All he was doing was probably hindering your progress. I can't believe you killed him. Rude. But, I'm glad you managed to get past it. I don't know much about Elden Ring, so I don't know if that's, like, near the start or, if that means you're, like, partway through or what. But at the very least, it's good that you're making progress. Hyrule says, no, they're gearing up for a school pickup. It took 10 tries, maybe 12 if they missed a couple. I probably would have been sat there for a little bit longer than that. Probably should get around to playing Elden Ring at some point. I'm pretty sure I own it, I just haven't bothered. But I know that the instant I do, I will immediately try to do like a Belmont build. If that's even possible. I've heard it is, but... So sound design here is very good. There's a good level of reverberation with all the things happening. Go. I love it when my armrest doesn't want to be at the right height because I nudged it by accident and never realized. Hyrule says they have no idea where they are in the game. That makes 2 of us. But you are, I'm pretty sure you are still enjoying it, so who knows how much more there is to enjoy. Maybe there's many, many, many 80 hours, 90 hours, or more. Oh, it's like a maelstrom. Okay. Okay. A maelstrom focused on a... Is that a heart? And we have weird greebly noises, and it said saving, so I might need to run. Hyrule asks, how's my day been? They saw someone playing this the other game, it's so wild. I've only really seen what's on the Steam page and then the credits and heard like 2 different people's opinions on it. What I've seen of it, well, the store page and what I've heard, interested me already, and hey, let's do it. What a curious feeling. First death. And this place is now... Oh no, it's not this place, it's overgrown, is it? So I'm curious, how does death work in this game? Wait. We're in a mine. We're in a mine? My day has been alright. Work was pretty slow. Did a lot of things for Twitch, YouTube. Obviously work. Still grinding away at Slime Rancher 2. I like how you have to confirm... Ah, I see. So, wherever it is saved, you'll be checkpointed to. It's actually pretty good. Can I get down there, though? Intact and alive. Let's see. But I hope your day has been good, too. But we've had a fun, stress-free day outside of, well, Elden Ring is enjoyable and probably stressful. But it's, you know, the good sort of stressful. Do I really want to risk it over... No. I might not have a choice. Okay. Ah, okay. I could have gone worse. I'm liking this a lot so far. Oh, handy little lever. What do we got here? I was going to say it looks like a bell, but it might not be. It might be like a trebuchet. Or it's just an elevator. Okay, there's nothing else for us here. I'm not that heavy. Okay. We're alive. We're alive. Oh, we're getting right on a gondola in a second? Oh, maybe not a gondola. We might just be swinging to our death, but... Oh. Oh, this could probably be pretty fun. Yay? Man, getting back from this commute must be an absolute pain. So I'm assuming the goal is we're getting towards the tower. Do I get to take an axe? Wait. I have many questions. First off, in that cutscene we just saw, I'm pretty sure those weren't our hands. They looked a lot more effeminate. The nails on them look pointed for a start, so I think that might be her. The Steam page mentions we're trying to find her, or reach her, or we remember her. Second, why is my hand suddenly turned into, like, the Marauder's arm from Warhammer Fantasy? How do I get that back? I actually missed the tooltip that was at the bottom. I'm wandering around in a vain hope that I can get the tooltip to pop back up. Okay, we hold left mouse button. Right mouse button to get rid of it. Okay, that's how I select things. We're very strong. I wonder how many more mutations we're going to get. Hyrule says wax on, wax off. I think Mr. Miyagi missed the bit where you turn your hand into a literal knife. But that might be part of one of the later films. I don't trust this. Do I move slower with a knife hand out? Let's try and find a flat place to find out. As opposed to a place where I'm getting stuck on, like, the occasional plank. Oh look, another one-way elevator. Oh, but there might be a way to... No, we're not going to try it. Never mind, it might want me to. No, it doesn't. Right. Do we move slow with a hand out? That's normal walking speed. It's a little bit annoying that if I am looking up slightly during the hand animation, that I can keep moving up to try to select the blade, and it doesn't till I stop moving. I think we move the same speed. No, we don't. We speed up. Okay. So, knife hand is only to be out when we need it. Wait, isn't there a new Karate Kid movie coming out? I know Cobra Kai is finished, or I'm pretty sure Cobra Kai is finished. I swear there's a new Karate Kid coming out. I never really got past, I think, Season 2 of Cobra Kai. Season 1 was pretty good. Season 2... I think it was Season 2? Trust me to find a way to fall down and get stuck. Exit menu. If anyone could do it, it would be me. That's 2 days in a row now where I've done something and it's broke the game. I don't have my hand option, so we're further back than I thought. That's okay, it means we know what we're doing. And I also get to see that cutscene again. So I think whatever we want, probably in the direction of that heart. How'd I do that perfectly the first time and now I'm messing it up? It doesn't help that I don't have a way to suddenly speed myself up if I need to correct myself. It's not a fault of the game, that's a fault of me for assuming that I can. Alright, let's try this again without plummeting to my demise. Wait. Okay, it's the tree after this one, so I think we'll have the cutscene again. We will have the cutscene again, hopefully. I want to take another look at the hands in that cutscene. Hyrule says they're off to the races. Sorry they can never hang out long. They're between parenting and work. Sorry, between parenting and work streaming is their only free time. That's absolutely fine. Thank you for being able to drop by. No pun intended, given what we were doing there. But thanks for being able to drop by. Hope the rest of your day goes well, and hopefully I'll be able to catch you during the week. And hopefully I'll see some more of your Elden Ring gameplay. I should emphasize the gameplay a bit there. Okay. As I said, I want to double check the hands, because I think it's not us in that cutscene. Yeah, look at those nails. They're different. I know normally I don't speak over cutscenes. We've seen this one already. Yeah, that's not us. So I wasn't hallucinating. They don't actually tell you how to get the knife hand back. It's right mouse button to get rid of it. It's left mouse button to bring it up. The control there is a little bit... it's moving. My only grievance so far is just that. But everything else is fantastic. Let's just drop off here. Yeah, we're fine. Hyrule says, of course, I'm so pleasant to listen to, very flaming and relaxing. Super chill vibes. Very flaming. What? What? Ah, that's what I missed. So you get to this point, then it tells you about the transformation menu. I feel like it should do that earlier in case you accidentally, like I did, get rid of the knife hand. Hyrule says calming, not flaming. Ah, I see. I see. It was autocorrect. I was very confused there. I was like, flaming and calming. That's a juxtaposition and a dichotomy if I've ever seen one. I feel like all of this tutorial should be done back at the tree, not how it's been done. But this is literally my only gripe so far. Everything else is stunning. I'm loving it. Not going to love the file size of this video when I'm done. Nerdy stat time. For Twitch, it's currently received 1.7 gigabit of information, but I've saved 7.3. So, yeah, this video is going to be big. I kind of don't feel so safe walking across all the wood now since everything is, you know, descending into the abyss. Can I take the torch? No. No, I'm not allowed. Hyrule said they'd be so humiliated if I'm gay and they call me flaming. Welcome to one of the mysteries no one will ever know. Just like what's making everything fall apart, no one's ever going to know why. Although, if we stick with the idea that we are in a surgical theatre right now, and we're currently going through like a dreamlike trance because of the anesthetic. Oh, I love this. I hate it and I love it at the same time. It could be that everything's falling apart because the operation isn't going well. Oh. Oh! Oh, we're fine. We're okay. Hyrule says, okay, bye for real now. Again, thank you for being able to drop by, Hyrule. I hope you have a good rest of the day, and if I don't catch you, a good rest of the week. Good luck with Elden Ring. And I hope you continue to have fun. So heights are a weird thing with me. If I'm on a stable surface and or I have something in front of me that is not transparent or see-through or partial, i.e. let's say a solid wall as opposed to this, I have no issue looking over the height. If there is nothing at the edge, or it's see-through, or it's like this, I can't go near the edge. I don't know why. The bar I worked at, you'd sometimes have to get up onto the bar itself to do some things, or climb a ladder, and both of those I would not be able to do because it's an unstable surface when it's a ladder. As much as you had to like stabilize it, it's not stable enough for me to trust going up it. And as for the bar, there was a safety railing, and I would death grip that thing and not really move unless I had to. If I was on the bar and I couldn't use the safety railing, I would be on my knees or sat, and I would move around very low to the bar. I would not stand up. And yet I love doing things like abseiling. Can't figure it out. But it looks like we've gone from... That area reminds me of something. The one we just did with all the wood. Heart of Darkness. It reminds me of Heart of Darkness. Yeah. The very start of Heart of Darkness. I say the very start, but near the start of Heart of Darkness, which is a very strange 2D action horror game, I think is the best way to describe it. That one has like a rickety wooden area to move around in. It also reminds me of Abe's Odyssey. There's a few 2D PlayStation 1 games it reminds me of. Haha! Chop! Cutting down all obstacles in my path. Hello? Elevator is... by there. We'll reach it through here. So I can drop down, but I don't want to. I want to explore up here first. I'm going to hazard a guess that there's no more exploring. There's no more exploring. Alright, let's double back, jump down, and then trust in the timber. I'm waiting for when they do that and they actually follow through and you do fall. Would have been great if it happened there. I don't trust that plank. It worked, but I don't trust it. Okay, so we have a cage over here, and another one by there. Invisible wall. Can I jump onto the cage? Yes. Is there a reason for me to go this way? I think that's a no. Can I chop this down? No. Cwningen, hello. Hope you're feeling better today. Give you a quick shout out in a second once we get back up onto the rock. There we go. Let's have a look at the... I guess the cave while we do this. Cwningen says, hey again dude. Just looking around, is it still full of the flu? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you manage to recover soon. If you tried using things like... what's it called? Lemon sip? I know sometimes when I got ill, I ripped through the, well, the cold specifically, or sore throat. I tend to start ripping through strepsils like they're Haribo. The rest of you can live. Have this be a warning to you. Alright. I do want to have a look down here. But, as always, looking is always fine. It was very weird to find out that what was it? Yesterday? During one of the streams, that Twitch apparently had I had 16 viewers, but Twitch only let me know about that during the ad break, which was bizarre. But I also know Twitch has been doing some really weird things lately with viewership, so not entirely surprised. The view counter has always been a really weird thing that I think has never consistently worked over the years. Unless you're in the 10%, 5% top end of Twitch. And what I mean by this is, I remember distinctly when I used to watch Havoc Puppy Gaming do his art streams, his 3D art streams, or his gaming. There'd be like 4 or 5 of us in the chat, plus his partner watching as well. And the view counts would always say like 2 or 3. Which is at least half of what was actually there. But bigger channels, they seem to be a lot more accurate with it. It updates more frequently. Up, please. So. I know it's very hard to get a view counter to work. Twitch is a very small indie company, I know, but I would have thought they would have figured it out by now. This is not the direction I picked. I guess I don't have a choice. Oh, it's water time. If you lean down and breathe in through your nose, you'll get a brain-eating bacteria. It's true, by the way. There are some places that used to have, like, open Roman baths, Turkish baths, that have been, like, poorly maintained, or they're just not maintained. But because they still have the heating element, the water gets to a certain temperature and a bacteria will start to grow inside of that water. That bacteria has a fatality rate of something like 80%. And it's not a case of, oh, we don't have a cure for it. We do. The problem is that the only distinct way to... I feel like I can go that way. Go a little bit this way. If I feel like it's progress, we'll turn around. This feels like progress. Turn around. But yeah, by the point of when you can definitively say it is this waterborne, brain-eating bacteria, it is at too much of a terminal stage to treat. And even if you do suspect it early on... Okay, I can't go this way. Even if you suspect it early on, there is no guarantee that antibiotics will be able to save the person in time. So, always be very careful near warm bodies of water, especially if it's still. There's all sorts of diseases you can get from that. Even if it's not like at the extreme end of the, the bacteria I just mentioned, you can get things like Legionnaires. That will quite happily try to kill you as well. It's also why you should be very cautious if you're doing like wilderness survival or camping out in the wild. Why you should be very careful about water that is still or water that is clear. I mean, in general, in the wild, you should be worried about water anyway. You should always have some sort of purification tablets with you. You also can't guarantee you'll be able to purify it just by boiling. Although it does help. It's not a perfect remedy. But there are many, many things in the water that will get you, Ed boy. Always be careful. I guess while we're still talking about weird fun facts to do with water, some people may know tonic water. Not a lot of people nowadays know why it is called tonic water. Some people think it's just, oh, it's water with, it's like sparkling water, but it's got like a weird flavor to it. Correct. That weird flavor is called Cwningen. The reason tonic water exists is back in when... I think it was the UK first. It might have been the Dutch. Whichever country went to Africa and then started running into malaria problems, very quickly found out that quinine helps deal with malaria. So what they would do is they would make tonic water, which is water mixed with quinine. And they would drink it and it would help stave off the effects or outright cure malaria. And then it became just a thing that you would drink. And then it's now evolved to a mix of a gin. Can't just rip the boards off, that's a shame. Welcome to a game called Eclipsium, where I'm now rambling about different waterborne based things and facts. All because we fell into a mine. A cave in a mine. A flooded mine. There we go. But as always, do double check that I'm right in remembering things like quinine being the reason why tonic water is tonic water, but also I'm fairly sure I'm right in remembering that brain-eating bacteria. As nasty as I'm making it sound, the only way it can really get to your brain, to eat your brain, is if you swim and you submerge your face. Because it gets in through the blood-brain barrier in your nose. Or it goes through the blood barriers and membranes in your nose. And then it has pretty direct access to the brain. We got light to my right, we got light to my left, but I think I see something over here. Ah! We have leeches. And they fear the light. Okay. So what happens? Guess we'll never know what the other direction holds. I guess the whole, like, brain thing is really relevant given... Oh, that is undulating in a way I do not appreciate, Chief. I think there's another light in that direction, but I want to make sure there's nothing... over here. Okay, there's another light here. The music is so good here. Good level of tension. Can all of the weird fleshy, like, cilia please leave? I like how I'm trying not to go the way the game wants me to go. No, I'm very clearly in the light. See? Last thing I need is a cilia hug. Man, I probably should look around here some more. Oh, the light doesn't go any further to the left. It is this way or nothing, champ. Thinking about the cilia, I'm wondering if there's an organ relationship here. So, for example, we saw a heart earlier. We then descended a little bit. We ended up in some caves. And then we descended some more by falling. And now we're possibly in a stomach, going through the intestines. But I might be reading into things a little bit too much. Ah! Didn't even consider the fact I had to get 2 lamps onto this thing. The orb of safety. Well, I'm about to cast light on you, so let's see how you react. Oh, you don't like that, do you? It's kept you tame and at bay. Oh, it's everywhere. It is everywhere. Look at that ceiling. It also weirdly reminds me of a different game I've played where you are in a cave and you have to use light in a very... well, I say light. How many people know what LiDAR is? L-I-D-A-R. Lima Indigo... I can never remember what M is. Massachusetts. Let's go. That's not the NATO phonetic at all. There is a game called Scanner Somber, which I want to replay at some point. It's relatively short. It's by the same dev. I'll need to double check this bit. I'm pretty sure it's by the same devs who made Uplink, Darwinia. Most people know them for Prison Architect. I say that like I'm annoyed with it. I'm not, but it's a case of like most people will know them by that as opposed to Uplink or anything else. I can get over there and I can go up there. Can I? Nope, there's an invisible wall. Never mind. But Scanner Somber is a game where you've gone to sleep in a cave, you wake up, and the only way you can look around is by using your visor, which shows LiDAR reflections. So, using this as an example, imagine my right hand is holding a giant, like, it looks like a light gun, as in like a big blocky thing with like a bulb in it. I would spray light in a cone in front of me, kind of like this, but everything nearby would be colored based on its distance from me to it. I might actually get around to playing it. It's a fun game to look at. It's got some interesting things it does. It's easier to explain if you can see it than if I say it. Also, the ads are arriving in about 40 seconds as a quick heads up. And we've lost the statue. So, I think we'll find something to do during the ad break. I think for the recording, though, I'll just pause and then resume when the ads start. Because there's no, like, data logs, there's no info logs, there's nothing like that I could use to help fill the time. But if you're on Twitch and you're not hit by the ads, you're probably about to hear me ramble about Slime Rancher 2 for 3 minutes. Oh, hello. What have you got coiled around you? No, it's not coiled, it's 3 separate rings. What a time for the ads to hit. I'm just gonna go this way. Don't mind me. She sings very beautifully. Very etheric. Okay, the ads have arrived. Okay, we're back. I had a quick 3-minute ramble about Slime Rancher 2. I have a very distinct feeling I need to go through the start here. I've just noticed as well, apart from the fact that she's up there singing, if you look very carefully straight ahead, I feel like that is the tower we were seeing earlier. The one that has the heart in the middle of it. And she's gone. Okay. So it is the tower and this is the heart. Is it my heart? Am I right about the whole, like, organ thing? We give our heart and the sun reignites. Is there something over here? A doorway. I sound like I'm walking across glass. Use the optical instrument to view hidden paths and objects. Okay, so there's at least one more material, one more mutation. Again, I don't know if that was our hand during that little cutscene. The fingernails looked a little bit pointed. But being stabbed in the hand, you could also extrapolate the idea of a hole in the hand. Well, they're not really stabbed in the hand, it's a needle into the back, but hopefully you see what I mean. Are these glass trees? Well, like, not necessarily glass, but like crystal. Like ice? Could they be frozen? Are we walking on ice? It looks like ice. We're getting into some sort of forest. What if I want to keep looking through this? Oh. Okay. So are we back in the woods from earlier, or is this an entirely different forest? No critter hiding in the tree, unfortunately. Or the trunk. The stump. There we go. Oh! Hi! Come back! You're the first person I've seen outside of the woman that was on the rings. All the lighting is getting weird when she moves away. Is it getting harsher, or is it just modulating itself? No, it does. It does get a bit harsher. And then as we get closer, it normalizes. Ah! It was a bait all along. Can I see anything new? Like, if I go back to my operating room. No, nothing new over there. Okay. So we followed the woman, and then we ended up, well, she was part of an anglerfish. It was a bait. We followed the bait, hook, line, and sinker. This is a ship. Right? It would be a very strange ship to have a tree on board. Oh, no, it's different woods. Okay. So we set forth yet again. Oh, how kind. An automatic fence gate. And we're in a village. Well, I knew I'd get around to that Resident Evil game someday. I want to go around the back first. Oh, there's a ladder. Let me guess. Hole in the ceiling? Wait, hold on. Are the buildings arranged in the same way we saw at the start of the game? Not necessarily. I say this because I remember the one house we could go into, the door was like under where I am now, I think. It had a hole in the ceiling. Oh! A blacksmith. And I have a winch. Presumably for some sort of well. So we can't get the key because it's currently red hot. I mean, if there were metal tongs anywhere, there should be a what's it called? There's a specific bucket has water in it for, I think, a quenching. I think a quenching bucket. Chains. I mean, we could easily break. There's a lot here that we could use to break and solve a lot of problems. Like, there's tongs right there. You could use the tongs to pick up the key. And then we probably have to quench it. But I'm guessing for the wishing well. Round and round it goes. Okay. I was kind of hoping it would lower down and maybe we'd like climb down, but I think we need a bucket. I think the idea is we need to get water to put out the forge. You also have a chained basement. And a boat. Cut the rope? Would you look at that? I don't seem to be able to control how I row the boat. Why would I... Oh, the fish are dead. Like, this is not a good lake. Ah! A key. This is not how fishing is supposed to work. Didn't this happen in Pathfinder Kingmaker? There was the quest about, like, oh, the fish are jumping out of a river because there's something wrong with it. Turns out there's some great evil sealed away. Can I cut the chains? Oh, you can. Okay. I want to go cut the chains in the blacksmith first. Well, we clearly have some sort of door here, but it's sealed. But those hinges imply that it opens this way, I think. See anything else down here of value? Thank you, Twitch, for disconnecting me from my own chat room. I know you're a small indie company, to use a joke I used earlier. So we can go down there, but there's no reason to at the moment. Okay. What else have I got? Well, there's the mill. Oh, which leads to a scarecrow. But what are you hiding in your basement? And I remember that the fisherman had a ladder too. Does this link through to there? Like if I go this way, am I gonna find fish? I can hear the boathouse. So they do link together. But the blacksmith doesn't. It's got its own basement. So where then? Oh, the well? Three keys. I see. But this door doesn't open. Okay, well, if we walk backwards... Do I need to... do something down here? Because this is obviously the well, but I don't have the rope all the way down here, I don't think. Let's go check out the scarecrow. Hello, Mr. Scarecrow. Do you need a heart? I can't give you one, unfortunately. I've given mine to the sun. Oh, a barn? Something's in there and it's in pain. Is that a cow? It was at one point a cow. You deserve better than this. Deserve better than that by far. But now we have this key. Which begs the question, how do we... Oh, a famine and a pestilence wipe out the entire farm. The fish died and it rained blood. This whole place is cursed on a biblical scale. I still think we need to find a bucket. Or something. Otherwise, how are we supposed to get the key out the fire? Okay, this is where I started. So that means the other entryway through like the weird wooded area, that isn't... Let me rephrase. That will be new. This way is new. Wind chimes? What, to try and ward off the evil spirits you think are plaguing your land? Might actually be onto something there. To a cabin in the woods. Let's see if Grandma is home. Oh, Grandma, it's me. Your favorite grandson? Oh. Nice music. Definitely a witch's house. I have my bouquet! Or my bucket, as normal people would call it. Oh. Why that sudden note? If you go down to the woods today, you're sure to get a surprise. I don't remember the rest of the rhyme, so we're just gonna kill it here. See, everything else has changed for the worst when we left, but I don't think that changed. So now there'll be water in my bucket. This is a bit of a funny visual bug. Oh, wrong place. It's time to use a bucket on the forge. Super effective. Why do I think I had to crouch for the key? Okay, we have 3 keys, but there's one place we haven't explored. Okay. What's this way? Oh, I don't know if I want to keep going, Chief. Okay. So if you go too far, you end up teleported back. Well, we know where we need to take the keys. And presumably that gets me into the church. The location sort of makes sense. I guess it doesn't matter if I trust this or not. We're going. Are we getting faster? We're definitely getting near the end of the tunnel. Hello, my dear. You look absolutely ravishing. Oh, that's interesting. We're locked at staring at each other. Hello? What an amazing use of camera. Oh, I love this a lot. She's looking at us like we're some sort of creature. Very Alice in Wonderland, the way she's sort of stuck there too. That was a really good... Oh, it's not done. Here she is again. Hello? Bursting through the ground, trying to escape. I don't blame you. It's such a beautiful world to see out there. Oh, here she is again. Oh, getting right up into those nostrils. Your skin is perfect. Oh, do you want a high five? We can high five. No, the game won't let me. So it doesn't lead to the church. I'm wondering if this is a Jacob's Ladder kind of deal. Very good movie if you haven't seen Jacob's Ladder, and I cannot explain why I like Jacob's Ladder without, you know, spoiling it. Very much focused on hands. Hello again. Oh, hello again. Yes, I can climb a ladder. You impressed? Hello. Oh, your eye is like... You want to get that checked out. I don't think your eye is supposed to do that. Am I going anywhere, or am I just going in a circle? Oh, I'm getting to a plateau. Let me in. That entire section was great. The whole being watched. The only niggling annoyance I have there is not being able to see where I was going. But being locked in a staring game with the giant woman? Oh, as the music is ratcheting up and getting ready to go. Am I supposed to be back here? Oh, the door's open. A giant key. Understandably, we're now very slow. Don't you hate it when you walk into the surgical theatre and there's a giant key on a table? What are you supposed to do with that? Put it into a giant door? Put it into a church? I'm gonna bash the door down with a giant... No, I'm not. You could probably bash a giant door down... Sorry, bash the church doors down with a giant key. Worked for many, many militaries in the Middle Ages. Of course, their giant key was just cut down a tree and put it on some rope. Still opened many doors. Oh, this is probably full of dirt and debris. I like that the door gets revealed to you through the literal keyhole. Or I guess whole key. Is it time to ring the bell? Oh. Oh no. That does seem to be a burning village. If we quickly get back to the well, we can try to help put out the fires. What are they saying? I think they're saying Thanatos, which would be a pronunciation variation for Thanatos, one of the personifications of death in Greek myth. If I'm right, that means they're chanting death over and over, or chanting for an angel of death over and over again. Oh, they're burning the witch! I can help you. EKG. I don't know if we were supposed to see a still image there or if the game bugged or what, because we heard an EKG, we didn't really see anything else. But now I can go through the dark forest. as everything else burns. Are we able to go see? No. So, what I'm getting from this is a pestilence and a famine rolled in. The water turned sour and killed the fish. They blamed it on the witch and they put her to the flame. Shame. Oh, is this the village after it burned down? I might have been onto something then earlier when I said, hey, is this village the same place we saw at the start of the game? With the burned out and destroyed buildings. This is a slaughter chain. This is a machine for pigs, but yeah, they're all pig carcasses? Carcass? The burning village is still down there. And the slaughterhouse is either on fire, but I don't think it is. I think those are... what are they called? Those might be furnace chimneys. Sometimes when you go near, like, say, a steel mill, you'll see these chimneys that have, like, fire. I don't quite remember what the purpose of the chimney is, apart from redirecting smoke and chemicals. But sometimes they can be ignited, and it isn't a downside. I think sometimes they are intended to be ignited. It might be to try and burn off chemicals, I'm not sure. But whatever this is definitely an Abe's Odyssey level of industry. This is very Victorian industry as well. Like, mid-1800s. Although, seeing the steel beneath my feet might be even more recent than that. Maybe mid-50s. Like 1950s. Shipping containers. Yeah, this is definitely containers full of pigs. Was there anything I could have done over here? No. There's a door here, but not for us. Oh, there's even piglets. This is very much reminded me of Threshold. The reason why I bring Threshold up might be very obvious if you've seen my playthrough or played it yourself. I do recommend playing it, as short as it may be. It was still a very fun, very enjoyable game. Oh, I like how the slaughterhouse is being portrayed as some sort of, like, demonic cathedral. Like, only a monster would live here. In a place where so many hundreds of thousands of creatures are sent to die. And we have a flayed angel pig. I expected the doors to shut behind me, but sometimes you just can't get the staff. We have blue, we have... Ah. I see. Literally, I see. Oh, do I need to go through the production line? Excuse me. Maybe I'm not. Ah, I see. Oh, I am going through the production line, but not the way I thought. When do I drop? Feels like I drop here. I didn't push the button there. That was actually automatic. Is that her? All the way over there? I think I see like an arm, hair, dress. Might be her. Okay, I think it's time to hitch another ride. Oh no, we just walked this one. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm seeing over there. Maybe we'll get a better look at it soon. Do I use a knife hand like a screwdriver? Not quite. I thought we were gonna, like, you know, unscrew the bolts, but we just smash our way through. Oh, look at those. Hear those noises. Something wrong is in that direction. I seem to have fallen into a level from Juggernaut. Sorry. Yes, Juggernaut. I said it before, I'll say it again. The aesthetics, the sound, the lighting, the everything. The environment, the atmosphere. It's all fantastic. You don't need the latest and greatest in graphics to have anything like this. Ah. Wondered what I'd see if I kept going this way. So what's this way? Actually, no. I want to go this way. What happens if we go left, not right? I'm assuming it loops us around. I am clipping through the wall. I have now left reality. But yeah, art style will always beat, in my opinion, a cohesive art style will always beat going for the latest and greatest in graphics and look. Sure, some people want something that looks hyper-realistic and fantastic and runs like... well, it runs, but that's all you can say for it. What I found curious there is I could go this way and fall to my death. Let's do it again. But yes, having a cohesive art style though could be much better. Okay, let's try going the other way. I'm pretty sure I have fully broken the game. See if a save and reload will fix it. It did. Okay, we're back at the start of this section. Kinda want to go see what's this way, but we might, like, break the game again. Oh, I see. So we were going the right way, but because of how I did things, i.e. I slotted in between two pigs and shouldn't have, we got stuck, clipped through the wall, and died. What's this? Ah, it's just the other side of where we were. I'm above where I was way at the start. Ads will arrive in about 50 seconds. Once we get to an area where I don't have to hold down a button to move, we will stop. Hold on. There's invisible walls here, which it's fine, but you could have also just used a grate. But let's get through this. Effectively, we're in an auto-scroller with some very macabre walls. Ah, no, we're not. Is there anything nice to look at? I know we're in a slaughterhouse and there isn't exactly a lot of nice things to begin with. But I'd like to be able to leave the Twitch stream looking at something that isn't a wall. Come on, give me a view of something. Yeah, these ominous lights will do. What a nice wall. Well, corner of a wall. We got 2 walls, at least. Let's see where this rat maze of a slaughterhouse goes. Don't want to keep going forwards? Sure. Yeah. Oh, it actually is a rat maze. Okay. Well, there's no rats. Except us. Are we the rat? Do we have little noses that twitch and a long tail? I mean, without vague of a description, you could say, "Behold, a man!" and run in with a chicken. Ah. A ladder. Now we're gonna go from climbing horizontally to climbing vertically. Let's go. Oh, look at all that meat. Surely some of those carcasses fall off at the velocity that's going around. The G-force would shear some of the meat. That... Wow. Oh. Do I really want to go down this tube? My first instinct was this is going to be like the runoff tube for organs and things you can't use. What is that to my left? There's nothing to my right. Oh, they know what's coming. They cry out in fear and pain. Let's see if we can shut this down. Nope. It appears I seem to be going up. Why would you put your hand in there? Wrong organ. Did we just destroy the slaughterhouse, or... I get the pun, by the way. Wrong organ is an organ instrument and then organ slaughter. That's a gaping cavern with teeth. The pigs are feeding a gaping cavern with teeth. Don't get chewed up by the gears. Oh wait, that's the statue with the heart in it. Time to feed Shub. Oh. Now we swim through the gristle, entrails, and everything else. Oh, we're moving real slow. Probably wringing all the blood off of ourselves. So when I said earlier about, oh, there's some sort of like demonic cathedral sort of design, I didn't realize how close I'd be to the truth. Yeah, let's have a sip. Let's donate an eyeball. Is the inside dying? Oh, that... I didn't realize eyeballs were so absorbent. Are we gonna jam it back in? No. Oh, we have actually just... It looks like we've just killed the creature. But when we were getting closer to it, I noticed the stained glass. The top bit of glass, because I see two pieces here, I think. The top bit of glass was very clearly the tower with the heart. The right side looked like a hand with a hole through it. The left side looked like a woman. What if I go back towards the slaughterhouse? In terms of the outside, nothing seems to have changed, except I'm not seeing any pigs. Yeah, that's where the shipping containers were. I'm not seeing any pigs. I'm pretty sure both of these were carrying pigs in earlier. We might have actually shut down the production line. Or the slaughter line. Maybe we did. Maybe we've saved many lives. I'm trying to think of a good way to word it, but I couldn't. Hence, we went with we saved many lives. I'm guessing the village is done burning now. There's swirling black fog in the distance. Probably a good sign of where we need to go. It does look like the village is cooked. Yep. The slaughterhouse is no more. It's broken, it's defunct, it's destroyed. So, that's good. We're no longer feeding the beast within. Oh, but is this not the way I go? No. No, it isn't. So where then? Well, it looks like the fire might still be raging. Or maybe it's only just reached the church. This way is going to be blocked for certain. But it's not going to stop me from checking. From looking around. Let's go up. Looks like we're moving to some sort of lookout tower. Curious to see if there's anything at the top of this. Even if there isn't, it will give us a good view of everything. I do appreciate the ambience right now, that there's no music. There's the birds, the wildlife. You can hear the water. Oh, up was the right way to go. We've got old gas masks. His and hers. One bed, single, but 2 gas masks. Very unusual. Normally you would just have more filters. Although, I say that, I don't know if you could remove the filters on these ones. Yeah, you can. It's screwed in. We made the sun? So we made the sun, the tides disappeared. Is that the same? Thanks, mouse. I wasn't trying to pan right at all, was I? Oh, wait, hold on. No, my mouse is working. It's just... some reason I keep losing tracking in the game. I wonder how this has affected the village. I know for certain that the fisherman is out of a job. There's no way he can fish anymore. But, apologies. But, I was about to say something and then I was like, I need to go mute. I missed a button and I didn't mute in time. I am so sorry for that. But here we go. I'll see that in the time recordings. Be like, why did I do this? And then, well, all will be revealed to me. I don't think we can even see the village anymore. I think it's completely gone. So let's go explore a new area. That was a whale. It's not to make a meme reference, but that is going through Death Stranding, which is the term for when whales, and, well, primarily whales, beach themselves by accident, and then the tide disappears, and obviously a whale can't really just get up and walk back to the ocean. It's stranded itself and died. We have effectively just done that to everything here, because we just made the ocean disappear. I could not tell you why the ocean disappeared with our weird eyeball thing. But so far we've made a sun twice. The first sun we made was by giving our heart to the statue. The second sun, the one we've just made, was by ripping our own eyeball out and having it absorb the blood being gathered from sacrificed pigs inside of a weird, fleshy growth. There's a lot of themes of sacrifice here. Brace yourselves, we're going through the guts of a whale. Oh. What a tasty color, too. Wait, is that the growth? Is that the growth we saw in the cave? It is. We can't touch us because of the fire. You know, the fire makes light. So the infestation in the cave has made it to other creatures. We're slowing down. And we have a door. Not just any door, this is a pressure door you would find in a boat. Or a submarine. Immediately I'm drawing parallels in my mind to Ahab. And, you know, the great whale. Are we in an actual submarine now? We're in some sort of boat, for certain. Okay, we can follow the power cable, or we can not. I want to go see what's this way. Oh, we got a few different options of where to go. Let's crack every door open we can find. What's up here? Effectively nothing. Okay, this goes further down. Is that a heartbeat I'm hearing, or is that just like the sounds of pressurization through the ship added to the music? It definitely makes me think of like the way the metal would bend and creak under the mounting pressure of the ocean. But it doesn't mean it is. Okay, it looks like the cable splits. We got left and right. Keep a light on in case there's anything strange here that could try to chase us. Are we actually moving down, or we're not? Oh, we're in a loop. Okay, we want to go left then. Kind of curious as to what was in the other direction. I guess we could have found out, but we're locked into this bit now. And this looks like a CIC. It's some sort of control area. I don't know if it is the CIC itself. Smash the glass. Captain, we're ready to launch. Send in the plot. I'm trying to make out the voices and I can't. Either way, we hit the button. Which I guess now means we go back. Now we probably go left. Maybe? Oh! We go further down. I need a 3-digit number. Okay. Well, we have depth charges by here. This is a torpedo. Yeah, torpedoes are pretty heavy, they will do that. But the door should also be a bit more durable. Oh! This doesn't make any sense, but we're here now. Now I know the pointers of the ladder. So I presume now we go this way. To get a code. Come on, where's the code? Let's try pathway number 1. Nope, that looks like it looped. Pathway numero 2? No. 3 is also a no. I'm starting to wonder if it actually matters which one I go down. Let's try this one. What if I just go straight ahead? There is probably a pattern I'm not realizing here for figuring out which one is the right one. I don't think it's to do with the cable. Wait, you know what? Aha! Which leads me to the other button. No radio messages on this side. I'm going to assume the number I need is in here. Oh, we're at full speed ahead? No, wait, we're not at full speed ahead yet. I don't know what that did for us. Ah, we just rotate how the... Got it. Well, the game did keep showing me a door there. Is there a 3-digit code hiding here? Waiting for me to put you into a keypad? Not quite. I do like the aesthetic of moving around inside of a wrecked ship or submarine. Depth charges implies this is a destroyer, at least. That's a dead leg. Destroyers can have torpedoes as well. I don't really think or know of any submarine that carries a depth charge. So, I think this is a ship, not a sub. Okay. Oh. Oh, that is so cool. So what it is you have to stand. It's kind of like if you've ever played the Batman Arkham games, it's the Riddler puzzles. You have to try to arrange these into numbers that make sense. So 2, 4, I don't know what this could be. I'm thinking it could be a 3, but it also, if I stand somewhere else, it could be like a 5? Looking at it from the other side doesn't help. Yeah, see, here it looks like a 5. Here it looks like it could be a 3. I'm gonna go with my gut instinct and say it's a 5. I think they're trying to go for a 5. 2, 5, 4. And if it's not, we'll try 2, 3, 4. And if it's not, then we'll pretend it's like we're playing System Shock Remake again, and I'll just start slapping numbers in. 2, 1, 4, 2, 2, 4, 2, 4, 4, 2, 6, 4, 2, 7, 4, too dark for us to move forwards. Hold up. Yet again, Twitch has decided I am not allowed to connect to my own chat room, so apologies if anyone has said anything. I genuinely would have no idea. Yeah, the door code was all the way down here. I know, what is it, Amazon Web Service has recently had a bit of a oopsie. Oh, yeah, we won't be able to use the door code. That makes sense. I know it's recently had a bit of an oopsie because, like, a server went down. They're probably still recovering, fixing it. You'd also think a company as big as Amazon would have redundancies, but that might cut into the budget a little bit too much. Of course, then you can make the argument, Marwol, surely having the services cut out would be an even bigger sink into the budget, and you'd be right. But see, the difference is that the people with the stocks and the shares probably don't care about the what happens if it goes down. Because until it happens, it doesn't affect them. Once it does affect the, stock prices and, oh, now we're having issues with our customers because they don't think we're reliable and blah blah blah, then they'll start to care. 254. I was right. Man, I've gone all sorts of tangents today in this game. We've had tangents about, like, water in the wild and, like, brain-eating bacteria. We've had the Twitch view counter. Now we've had... Right. Okay, she's... We're gonna have some tasty uranium rock. I don't think you should be grabbing the central core of a nuclear reactor like that, but I'm not an expert. This is neat. Wrecked temple. Oh, is it a... Are you a Roman? You could be. Is this a Roman Colosseum? No turning back. I want to interrupt here for a second because I'm pretty sure, like, the allegory is pretty obvious, but in case some people might have missed it, that might have been Greek. That might have been a reference to Pandora's box, in case of, like, Pandora's jar, in this case. While we didn't launch a nuclear weapon, launching a nuke would be similar to what we just did to get the reactor core. Actually, I should probably have the media player will do this. Having it called Pandora's, having the achievement see there's no turning back. There is a very common through line that is kept with nuclear weapons and armament, which is the instant anybody starts throwing them around, that's it. We can't go back. It's definitely in line as well with the bombing we saw earlier in one of the cutscenes. Oh, what a good music track. But I think the implication is that we didn't just take a reactor core out, we may have also potentially launched a missile. Cass says that was defo Greek to them, reference to a saying that everything is not understandable as Greek. I was meaning it more in terms of, like, I thought it was Roman to begin with, but when we saw Pandora's jar, that's Greek, not Roman. I guess we're going this way? No, because I came this way. I kind of feel like I should be going through here, but... Oh, okay. I didn't bump into it. That's why. We're back in the forest. And... I could not tell you from the look of it what that was. Yeah, it's definitely a boat. At the very least, it's definitely a boat. Am I hearing a heartbeat? Because we're getting closer to the tower. Cass says nuclear submarine, they know they exist. I don't think it was a submarine because of the armaments. It had depth charges. Submarines don't typically carry depth charges because that's an anti-submarine weapon. A sub fighting a sub would just use torpedoes, which were on the ship, which implies that what we were on was either a destroyer or a light cruiser. And I'm pretty sure those can also run on nuclear generators, but typically the preferred thing is a submarine when it comes to nuclear generators, because as much as people will rag on about the fact that nuclear power is dangerous, it actually isn't that bad. And we sort of cracked the whole energy problem when we developed nuclear reactors, and if we didn't, we'd still be using coal and diesel engines inside of a submarine, but we don't. We use the funky little radioactive rock. Ah, I see. It's a motorboat. It's always funny to me when a green party or like a pro-environmental group goes, no, don't make more nuclear plants. It's like, my friend, my guy, my buddy. Coal, in many different ways, is more dangerous than nuclear plants. Down to the material, the waste, the effect. I don't think an island is supposed to be able to turn like that, but who am I to judge? I'm sure there's no implications or, you know, there's nothing deeper to the meaning behind an island with a heart turning into a giant bulbous vein spewing construct, is there? I sure hope not. Cass says I've made the island angry. What, because I pointed out that, like, an actual environmental group that wants the best for the environment would be for nuclear generators as opposed to trying to get them torn down? I guess we know where this island lies on the political spectrum then, don't we? Or at least environmentally political spectrum. I thought there was a face there, that's just a growth. You know, we're really lucky that the motor for this boat hasn't cut out, died, or ran out of fuel. Because I have no idea how we'd start this otherwise. Cass says if only there were backup rowing paddles. Well, given how close all the wall and ceiling is, I'm pretty sure I could stand up and just, like, gondola my way through this by using the wall. Speaking of walls, is that a door in the wall? Yes. Time to cut my way back in. Oh, let me guess. Burn it. And now find which one is the right one. Doctor, my hand seems to be on fire. Time isn't moving. What is that noise? Excuse me, sir, this is a hospital. You can't just have your giant steel plugs lying around. Doesn't look like we have a correct way to go, although I do see a bright white light over it. Never mind. Oh, it's going to be find each of the plugs, the restraining bolts, and cut them loose. Okay, I understand the concept. Let's do it. Hello. I need to get onto the roof. Which means, I guess we're going... and falling our way towards progress. I could have got to the roof. And if we fall too fast, then we just teleport. Okay. Change of plans. Let's go. No, I thought the rock and the tree were going to be solid. Can I get on the rock, please, without ejecting myself into the ether? Thank you. I'm wondering if the way we get there... Oh, what if I can see a pathway? No. I'm wondering if we go rock, rock, and then building? Which would be something like... No, because the instant my foot step... No, the rock's not solid. That was like hitting an invisible wall. I step off, and then I lost all the ability to jump. But this has weirdly got me where I want to be. Okay. Cass says, parkour! Do a flip! I don't think we have the skills. We don't have the right mutation for that one, unfortunately. Best I can do is set things on fire, look at them through a funny color, and also turn my hand into a knife. Where am I going next? I hear it. I see it. It's down here. So we went from the first area of the game to the second. Now we're in the third as my everything starts to die. Great soundtrack though. I need to get to that. How do I get to the ball? Soundtrack is a certified banger after banger. Okay, my frame rate has now recovered. It's done loading what it needs to load. That's slightly too far for me to be able to fall onto a solid surface. I'm also not a huge fan of losing momentum when I jump. Sometimes it just seems to be happening. Okay. I think I was onto something with the destroyed columns, but not that way. Then again, I do have my knife hand out. That could have been killing a lot of my momentum. It's not revealing anything. Let's go. Ooh. This is weird. Oh, I can change how I fall. Okay. So does that mean I just need to line up the ball? And then I can fall onto it better? Again, this is what I mean by, like, I'm trying to jump, but there's, like, no momentum. I just want to jump there, but it won't let me. I get that I'm rotating at the same time, but, like, I'm blatantly trying to jump off, and then I just get magnetized back onto it. That's arriving in 40 seconds. That's not how we jump. I'm also slightly getting annoyed by the amount of things I jump towards that aren't fucking solid. Like, come on. I think what I need to do is rotate the level so that that L shape is flat. So, God, the jumping on this is not good. I need to fall onto that. Or I could just fall onto this. That also works. No? I'm amazed at the fact that I'm trying to jump onto a flat surface and it's tilting it. Clearly, again, not what I want. Oh! But this is how we do it. Sorry, you're going to tell me that the little pin isn't solid. Okay, we're going to cut this and we're going to hold as the ads arrive. the slaughterhouse. We're going through all the areas we've seen before, so the next one then will be the boat. Let's keep a look at here. It's time to jump and find a chain. And the pigs are just floating. And this is what I mean, right? Not everything is solid, and that is actually annoying me. Let's see if we can see the chain. There. It's down there. See? Now the question becomes, how do I get to there? It's a case of falling down, but falling down at the right place. Not there. Cass asks, who are the strange people who tell them to play Phantom Pain for Ground Zero because it makes no sense? It's not that it's to play the game, it's that there's... If you play Phantom Pain, there is a clear point where Ground Zeroes would fit if it was one game. And it's basically after you do the first Afghanistan mission. So there's some people who say, oh, to actually understand the story better and to get so it makes more sense, you should play the first Afghanistan up to and then finish the first Afghanistan mission, then play Ground Zero. And it's partially because there is a large monologue that happens as part of the end of the Afghanistan mission that in any other Metal Gear game would lead to a flashback. So they go, well, this is where Ground Zero was supposed to be, but they, you know, had to raise money and appease Konami and blah blah blah. I don't quite see where the chain is from all the way up here. Go on, give me those pixels. This way. Cass says, actually, yeah, that makes sense. See? But I'm not going to do that because it means learning the control scheme for Ground Zeroes and... Sorry, learning the control scheme for Phantom Pain, then having to relearn the Ground Zeroes, then having to do... this clearly isn't working the way I want it to. Oh! That's okay, we might be able to fall in just the right way. Again. Clearly my plan there was to jump my way up and over the thing and then just jump down, but nope. No such luck. I think we just start jumping on pipes. Wait. That's the chain. So I'm above where I need to be. And above isn't good enough. Well, we figured it out eventually. So, boat? Boat time? Alright, it'll be the watch house. No, this is completely different. We need... Oh! No, the village was before the slaughterhouse. But we need a large key. tried to catch us. Hello? It's me! You remember me from the caves? Where do I... Presumably I just keep following this pathway because there's nowhere else I could go. You wouldn't... Okay, you wouldn't dare. Oh, and now I'm on a giant key. Okay, let's get it into the lock. I love this liminal stuff. Break the chain. And then what? I'm assuming that's still technically our eye. What? What a weird... Oh, what? Okay. It's going to shift on me as I move? Oh, and now I'm moving it with my camera. If I pan left or right, we pan the whole thing left or right. Which means I can move physically, I can strafe left, right, forwards, and back. But actually, like, where we go is controlled by me. Oh. Hello, stairway. And I can change the room as well just by moving sideways. Okay, that brings me to a picture. Okay. What's behind me? So with the stairs leading down, we have stairs leading up. This is so cool. This is so cool. Ah, we have another section of room. And that leads me to another picture. A bloodied picture at that. And nothing new. Okay. But right about here, looks like as well as going like down the red area, there might be another area to the side. There is. Well, I mean, there's many ways to get through a spiral staircase, Ed boy, and I guess we found one. Okay. Seems a bit of a dark area. Oh, and it keeps going. Back in control of the camera. If I go back this way, does it go back to weird camera pan land, or can I go have a look at this picture? Shipwrecked. Wait, what does that say? It isn't at all pleasant to see oneself. Well, what I was going to say is when we saw the first picture, it was clearly a young girl. And then the next picture was an older person. Is this supposed to be us? This is clearly someone who's been, like, decapitated. Okay, so this is all about paintings. I'm ready for you. You want to have open heart surgery? I'm happy to accommodate. It's a pig. That's a line of pigs. Like there's no other way to say it. That's just straight up a conga line of pigs who are forcing their way through the surgery. Oh, okay. Oh, it's a. All right. They're marching in beats and rhythm. What well-trained pigs. Cass says that was giving them Anno Londo vibes. Oh, what, the architecture of the place we were just in, where it was like, pan the camera around and see it go? Yes! The pigs continue to break free. I saved them from their slaughter and they're now here to be my friends. Look at them all. They're going wherever they want to go. They're free now. No longer being fed to the creature in the ground. Come with me, my friends. Let's go on an adventure together. Or just break the door. That works too. Come on. The exit's this way. Let's go. Hello. I have come with my... I wasn't ready for the pigs to learn how to walk on two legs. Hello. I have come with an army. Cass says this specific place. Yeah, I can see it. This reminds me of what I was talking about yesterday with the cathedral place. This is very cathedral. So this probably is like, yeah, Analondo. Wait, no! We're gonna do such amazing things together. Oh. Oh, this is like Threshold in many ways. You don't have to do this. It's fine, I can climb. I can climb. Look, it's as high as it's going to get. I love snakes, but I don't think that one's a friend. Those pigs, I mean, I think it's kind of telling that I probably shouldn't have died there because this wall is not walling. Okay, well the picture's on the ground. Why is that one being weird? Is it a doorway? It is. Okay. So we need to find some way to deal with a snake that is huge, and unfortunately this isn't Monster Hunter. Man, which one had the giant snake in it? G? Was it G? Okay, so I can pick up pictures. I can put them down. It's not a painting, but I can go into this one. Oh. Do I go finger paint with the deer's blood? There's some versatile blood. Oh! Thank you. Do you know what else this weirdly reminds me of? And it is purely down to the fact I have a hand on screen and the art style. It weirdly reminds me of Hand of Doom. Especially when we picked up the blade there. Cat! What a good cat. What a good cat. Oh, another picture. Is this a picture as well? Yeah, but not one I care about. Do you know what I do care about? It's you. It's you. I love you. But you're a really well-made cat. Big cat too, I think. Yeah, that cat would be Goliath in size. What's your deal? Oh, it's a beach with a... I can't tell what type of bird that is. Heron? No, it's too big for a heron. Ostrich? Might be an ostrich. Do I cut the wood? I do. Do I build a fire? I do. Hey, kitty. You cold? It's nice and warm now. Okay, so what does this achieve? We made a fire, hooray. Does anything in here change? Wait. I said wait, not don't let me out. This had this portrait hanging on the fireplace. If I take this and we put it, it's changed. Kitty, I'm going on an adventure. Look after the house when I'm gone. Okay, so I can turn this into spring. Why would I want to? I'm just sort of following the dirt trail here in the hopes I'll get something. Oh, it looks like there is something here. It is... I told you to watch the house! I got another sword. Oh, a wise kitty of the ancient forest. Thank you for the blessed blade. So, here's where the brain is expanding. If bringing the winter place into a firelit home made this into a normal, warm, autumnal, or summer, spring, autumnal climate, then it stands to reason that if I put this here and we take this, this will somehow change when I go through. It's frozen. It's completely frozen. So now I can get to you. Were you a pelican? A heron? Pelican? You're huge, whatever you are. Albatross? What, you just want me to come over and say hello and you give me the tip of a blade? I can go kill a snake! I didn't expect to be talking about... Sorry, I didn't expect, when I mentioned Metal Gear Solid earlier, to then be discussing... That confused me. To then have to actually kill a snake is what I'm going to do. I can't pick up the portraits. I have to go. There is a big lizard I need to go deal with. Bye, kitty. Miss you. Alright, cue up the Dark Souls music. I have a boss to kill. Your move, creep. Haha! You weren't ready for the sword? And here was a man ridiculously armed with nothing more than a sword. And I will climb your carcass in the name of progress. I'm hearing the bone noise as we walk, and all it makes me think of is punching skeletons in Minecraft. The music has got very strange. That's it, climb the vines. Oh, we're on the tower. No way, am I gonna rip my ribs out to climb the rock? There's easy ways to climb, my guy. Oh, you're gonna pull a new rib every time. That's... No! The music swell, though, was, really good. The whole thing is really good. So I said at the start of the game, I think the goal is to get to the heart tower. And, it looks like I was right. See, all I knew before this really was the credits. So is my goal now to... The sun and the moon are chasing each other. Look at the planet. Excuse me, I'm walking. Wait, is there a problem with the heart, or like... It might be a rendering thing because we're so close to it. Cass says, worse, people have done worse things in the name of progress. Oh, I know. I know. It's kind of weird that the heart is fading out like this, but it's still an amazing moment. There she is. I could not begin to tell you what I think the story is to this game. But what I can tell you is, holy shit, it is a good game. There's a few different things that I'm curious as to how they're supposed to gel together, and maybe when I do the chapters I'll think of something when I see this again. But the game started with the whole thing of being put into a surgical theater, go into a surgical theater and some sort of operation happening. And we had the part where we gave away our heart, we then also gave away our eye, and we had the mutating hand. At the same time, if I'm right in saying that the person we saw in the cutscenes to do with the war aren't the main character, then it means that I think what I said earlier about the idea that something happened with a submarine and it's like Pandora's box, maybe things went nuclear, maybe someone did a first strike. We saw the other person. Curious how this doesn't change. What happens if I click continue? Just so we have some background noise while I just ramble. Oh, this is... Oh, is this just before we ascend to the tower? It probably is. I'm going to double back to the surgical room so I can sort of try to get my thoughts together on this, because I think, as I said at the start of the stream, I think a lot of this is down to interpretation, and that there may not be a right or wrong way to look at any of this. But the very start of the game, if I remember the cutscene right, we are very clearly being prepared to go into surgery. And then this is a surgical theater, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure this is a surgical theater. There's 2 beds. In order to leave the room, we had to sacrifice our tongue, so we became a silent protagonist. And partway through, we then sacrificed our heart to try to reignite the sun. We then sacrificed our eye, which then seems to have created the moon. And then at the very end, we broke our ribs to climb. We used our ribs. A lot of self-sacrifice. We also had that section on the boat where we keyed off the reactor shielding, took the reactor core, and then it gave us the Pandora's box, or Pandora's jar. Go on, take me back to Anno Londo. No, it puts you back here. Well, it does give me a better visual to just leave on the screen while I ramble. It's so eerily quiet now. Let's get back up to the ring. But there was the cutscene we saw where someone who was having tea and had a letter. The ground shook. I'm going to stick with the idea that it is somebody different because the hands looked different than ours. She looked outside. Bombs hit the village, city, whatever she lived in. And she saw someone get shot. What I'm wondering is, Are we the person who got shot? And has this all been a case of we're in a surgically induced, I was about to say dream, but I guess, yeah, that's sort of what we're looking for here. Are we going through a operation to save us by replacing our heart? Because in the gunshot, for the few frames that you see it happen, with someone running down the street and then just a crack of light going through them, it goes through the middle of their chest. I'm wondering if this entire thing is us trying to come to terms with the fact that we were shot and that we went into recovery. The time didn't move because we're still, as far as we care about when it comes to time, it doesn't matter because we're dreaming, because we're still put under by the anesthesia. And then at the end, presumably, like, we've woken up, we're post-surgery, we're in recovery, like, it went well, they managed to replace our heart. And that it's our girlfriend, our wife, our partner, whoever, who saw us get shot, that's come back to us. And this journey we've been on, as esoteric and weird as it gets, I think is supposed to be a representation of the character fighting to stay alive during the surgery and after. I don't know if that's right. I don't know if that's correct. After all, you got things like, but Marwol, you mentioned he also lost a tongue and a mouth. The tongue could be just silent protagonist. The eye? I'm not sure. Maybe there was, like, complications. Maybe, like, when they got shot, they hit the tarmac so hard they popped an eyeball. I don't know. But I think the general thing here is some sort of conflict happened. We were a casualty as a result of it. We are then put into a hospital, into a clinic, wherever, to try to save us. And what we've experienced game-wise is our journey through trying to survive the surgery. And that's why at the end, she appears and opens the door. Of course, I could be completely wrong. Obviously, once we finish this, I'm going to start looking into if the developers have said anything, if there's any other theories, because the whole thing of this has been a trip, but not in the way of, like, it's bad, but this is... I'm gonna repeat myself again, it's amazing, it's great. I'm really glad that I actually got around to playing this. And I really hope there's more. Not even if it's the same, you know, if the devs decide to do something completely different. I still want to see where they go next. Because this was word stealing, I think is the best way to describe it.